G'day everyone, it's Joe, Evil Odin, whatever you want to call me, just not late for dinner. Look, I just wanted to let you know this is the first of many video reaction videos to ghost stories and videos and stuff that have been put out. I just really love to debunk stuff, having my own experiences in that in the past. I like going through and or trolling through videos and just seeing what's out there, what could be plausible, what's not. This one obviously is from Fearsome Top 5 that came out this week. It is titled, where is it? Top 5 Scary Ghost Videos Too Terrifying to Forget. Fair enough. I'll have a link to Fearsome Top 5's channel in my description. This is not, I've actually got a bit of a blurb here that I'm going to say. To the channel owners and the owners of their respective videos, I, like everyone else watching, appreciate the time you took to submit these videos. They've been quite an interesting watch and contain the interest and entertainment value that we're wanting. So in that respect, thank you very much. My breakdown of these videos, while they may be entertaining, not everything is paranormal. I am taking an objective and unbiased look at paranormal videos and trying to break them down, to debunk them, prove its validity with what is shown obviously in these videos. I'm not here to gaslight anyone. However, if you feel the need to inappropriately state your opinions, I will basically ignore you because I'm too old for that shit. I do encourage discussion and welcome my opinion being challenged in a professional manner. It's going to be easy to debunk most of the videos from pure speculation shots such as video editing. This is more around trying to prove to me that it's in fact actually paranormal rather than the other way around. So you need to prove to me that this thing is actually real, not the other way around. And that's going to be extremely difficult. So like I said, I've had my own experiences, I've had my own stuff. And I can tell you it's not going to be very easy to do that. So I'll just turn the volume up a bit and we'll get cracking.
Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. Prepare to witness 5 scary ghost videos that you'll never forget. Number 1. Over on TikTok, the Occult Family is an account run by parents JP and Kimmy who bring their children along for paranormal investigations. And at just 8 and 12 years old, it's safe to say these kids are way braver than I am. This eerie family recently ventured into the notoriously haunted nunnery, a ghostly chapel built in 1879 that once housed 250 nuns. But in more recent years, the now dilapidated nunnery has gained a reputation for paranormal activity. Visitors have...
I do love the fact that they actually give backstory and the production value is really cool. This whole, welcome to Fearsome Top 5, and I don't know what I'm saying, but if I put on this voice, it's going to sound fucking awesome. Which is why I can't be bothered. Anyway, let's continue.
Figures, objects inexplicably moving, and hearing unexplained sounds, particularly down in the basement. During their investigation, JP...
Love that it's always in the basement. Here's a quick fact. I actually volunteer at a place that is haunted. Supposedly, I've not actually seen or heard anything myself, but the whole deal is it is definitely haunted, and that's cool. It's really cool to hear everyone go, oh, down in the basement, everything's haunted. Up in the attic, everything's haunted. But it's never actually like, why would it be the basement specifically? Just because it's the deepest, darkest place in the house. Who cares? I never did understand that one when it goes, oh, my basement, this, my basement, that. It's like a ghost gives a shit where it actually is, or what time of the day that it is too. You watch most of these videos, it'll be at night. And I'll be like, what? Who cares if it's at night? Ghosts don't tell time. Ghosts don't care about that. Day or night, up or down, left or right. It's nothing like that. So I just love that even when they do ghost tours around my place that they actually throw out the story of, now that we're down here in the basement, there you go, I'm doing Fearsome's voice now. Now that we're down here in the basement, what we're going to see is a whole bunch of scary shit. Oh God, watch your pants. You'll probably clean them after this. It's like, no. Sorry, I'm breaking. Let's just continue.
At the end of a pitch-black hallway, desperately trying to make contact with any spirits lurking in the shadows. And as they stared ahead, something terrifying suddenly appeared.
Seeing an image of a man in white like a doctor.
It better be somebody person. Oh.
Right, okay, right. I don't know if it was my eyes, but did someone just see
I saw a white mist walk past.
Like misty thing
Go past,
just
yeah.
walk like that there?
Yes, a
Mate, I
white
didn't
misty
move my
thing,
torch.
yes.
I'm
It's
not
called
moving
fog.
torch.
In the doorway, a ghostly mist seemed to manifest out of
I wouldn't say
nowhere.
walking, I'd just say
This
moving.
ominous apparition slowly came into view and appeared to walk to the right. Kimmy immediately noticed.
I also love that apparently all these ghosts can walk. One of those things that I've experienced is I've seen full-bodied apparitions in front of me, dark ones and white ones, and yet none of them have ever walked. So anytime I see something that's walking, I immediately go, nah, I'm not all that interested. What I also don't like is the dude here that's in the video frame. He's just like, look on his face is just, what are you talking about? I didn't see shit, because it's all post. It's all done in post editing. He didn't react the same way she did. I was expecting him to go, what was that? Or did you see it? Same as she did, but there's no reaction from him.
Anomaly and couldn't believe what she just witnessed. After reviewing this footage, JP and Kimmy believe without a
And yeah, okay, fair enough. I know the first thing everyone's going to say is, that's great and all, but you do realize that it was only through the camera and that's how she saw it and not him. And I'm like, yeah, that's great and all, and I still don't fucking believe it. So...
ghost on camera. And lucky for us, we have people like the occult family to catch evidence like this. Because you would never find my chicken ass in the nunnery. Number two.
Okay, so that was the video. Given what was actually just there, I don't see that as paranormal at all. I see that as a fog or mist or something that just happened to pass the doorway. Conveniently as they were filming. Look, most of the time you've got to be in the moment, you've got to be there, you've got to be experiencing it, and you know what, kudos to them if they think it is paranormal. I just don't believe it, but hey, who am I? I'm just an arsehole with an opinion.
Poltergeist is run by a man named Jorge. He lives in a house with his wife and kids, and unfortunately for them, over the last few years they've been surrounded by bone-chilling paranormal activity. The hair-raising sound of footsteps can be heard moving late at night. Objects often get moved by an unseen force, and they've even caught evidence of a dark anomaly lingering around their sleeping child. Despite desperately trying to rid this presence from their home, this unsettling activity just won't seem to quit.
Don't know why your door doesn't have a handle. You're an idiot. Because it's a soft closing door and a soft opening door. Okay. The speaker moved, I think. I wonder if this dude's a magician. Where those cards are laid out. He's very, very good at playing with cards. He's very, very good at magician style work. So, I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is you could have wires do all of that. Fishing line and all sorts of crap. So... But it's more this guy's reaction. Has it gotten to the point that he just doesn't give a shit?
As Jorge was working at his desk,
It just doesn't give a shit that things have actually fallen over, because he's just like, oh god, okay, and then he just walks over it, gets a water, and pretends like nothing happened. It's like, okay, so what I don't know is enough information for me to go, one, has he experienced it so much that he's just over it? Or two, is this whole thing been fabricated and he's like, oh, well, shit happens, what do you want from me, sort of thing. I'm like, that's not the reaction you get from something like that. You'd pick it up, you'd look at it, you'd put it back, you wouldn't just walk over it. And there's bullshit about his door.
the stepladder made a bang as it slid to the floor. These unnerving occurrences happen frequently, leaving Jorge and his family in a constant state of fear. Number 3, made a bang as it slid to the floor. These unnerving occurrences happen frequently, leaving Jorge
This crap.
was completely oblivious to what was happening behind him until the stepladder made a bang as it slid to the floor. These unnerving occurrences happen frequently, leaving Jorge and his family in a constant state of fear. Number 3.
That's too perfect.
In a recent investigation on the ghost...
I don't know. I don't know about that, man. There's like... Sage is bullshit. The occult stuff is all bullshit as far as I'm concerned. One thing that's legit is Ouija boards. That shit is not good. But things like trying to cleanse your house with sage is like, what's to cleanse? There's nothing there anyway. But just things like, oh, we'll have 3 chairs fall down at the same time.
Leaving Jorge and his family in a constant state of fear. Number 3.
Okay, well, I take it this is just the channel owner potentially putting in extra footage to either fill time or make it look like there's more going on. And I look at that and just go, that's very well staged. Honestly, I do not believe any of that.
In a recent investigation on the Ghost Tech Paranormal YouTube channel, paranormal investigators...
Look, there's a few things that I always look for. It's legitimacy. It's determining legitimacy via 1, the person's intentions, and 2, any form of reputation that can come off it, good or bad. A lot of the TikTok videos, TikTok is just about getting views, so everyone will put a kind of garbage up on there. As soon as you give me a TikTok video, it's a 1 in an absolute 100 billion that anything's legit on that platform. So there is no legitimacy to anything on TikTok as far as I'm concerned. There's no legitimacy to anything that I've seen from Japan, China, Korea, because they all do the same bullshit over there. There's also a whole bunch of Mexican ones where they all do the same bullshit and they all go into the same cemetery and they all do the same fucking thing. And it just doesn't convince me at all. There's a whole bunch of stuff around America and that too. Look, I'm just going to throw... I know I'm just throwing out bloody countries here, left, right and centre. But, the States, England, Australia, everything worldwide. Obviously, from my accent, I'm from Australia. I've been part of this world for 40 odd years. It's just going to be really hard when I'm looking at legitimacy, and I'm looking at really what the reason is behind putting the video up, because it's great to get something where you have a paranormal activity, but what is your reasoning for putting it up to? So a lot of these channels they've just rigging their own shit. Looking at the deck of cards, I'm going, you're either a very good card player or you're a magician, and either way, you've lost all legitimacy with me, because your whole shtick is illusion and sleight of hand and all kinds of garbage that's not real. So you've lost all legitimacy as far as I'm personally concerned. And once again, like I said, so who's this guy from Australia? Well, my name is Joe, and I'm an asshole with an opinion. Let's continue then. Meaning you don't have to give a shit about what I say, but when it comes to that video, I don't believe anything in there was paranormal.
Location known as the Middle House. This quiet home dates back to the 15th century, and according to recent visitors, there seems to be someone else lurking inside. Before even beginning the investigation,
Squatters.
Jeff and Phil soon found out what everyone was experiencing, as strange knocks could be heard throughout the house. Jeff and Phil set up a few static cameras to record while they slept, and in the middle of the night, one of these cameras just so happened to catch something chilling.
Now, I have actually seen these guys before, and yeah, they're pretty cool. What would be really cool now is if the door went and closed and then opened and then closed again. A footstep. It's a footstep and a click. It's a shuffle, something. Oh, you're right. He's right there. What were you doing there? Okay, so the shuffle, the clicks, and that were him.
Well, I hope that's been caught on camera. The door just opened.
With activity like this happening before they even began their investigation.
Really?
Well, I hope that's been caught.
This dude's in his friggin' jocks, mate. Let me go back to the video.
Chilling.
So, no, I don't like it. No, it's bullshit. Let me go back. Let me go back for a tick. This doorknob doesn't turn. This is barely friggin' latched in here, mate. Look, this thing just literally just pops out. It is on the friggin' edge right there. Watch this. Nothing.
Record while they slept, and
That
in the middle of
is
the night, one of these cameras just so happened to catch something chilling.
Come on, let's go back to it. This freaking door is not even closed. You can see the inside fucking latch here of the bloody door. This is not closed. And it pops straight out. Bang. So what's happened there is that's just gravity, basically gravity doing its thing. If you close a door and you don't latch it properly, a ghost, quote unquote ghost, did not just turn the handle and open the door. That is gravity doing that for you. Debunked. Good night. Goodbye, sailor.
Investigation. It's safe to say they were definitely
Now that the first thing they've showed is bullshit, I don't trust anything else they've done, so basically I'm going to go on a bit of a
in
tirade.
for a
at the moment.
treat. To kick things off, they decided to split up. Phil headed down to the basement, and Jeff stayed in the first floor bedroom. Despite trying his best to make contact, things remained quiet in the basement for Phil.
So here's the thing. With even ghost YouTube videos, it's just sitting there and going, oh yeah, sure, yeah, we're just doing this and we just want to show you what happened. But I love that in every single video, something has happened. And the place that I volunteer in, I've gone through that place dozens of times since I started volunteering there, and I have had zip. Absolutely zip. And these guys, along with a whole bunch of other channels, always seem to get something. There's actually a team, I forget who they're called, quite frankly, don't give a shit anymore because I don't watch it. But they was like 4 American friggin' young 20-year-olds, and every single time they pull out a spirit box, they would get something. And it's like, that does not work that way. It's really frustrating to see it because I know what I've experienced and I know what I've been through and I know this shit is real, and then all these people are just trying to make money off it, and that pisses me off really seriously bad. But anyway, let's see what happens with the basement.
Said for Jeff.
Just
nothing.
Before
Okay.
I do talk to you, as you can see, I've got some flashing lights around me.
Wow.
This one here, if you go near it,
Oh, don't do that. Oh, fuck
it
off.
just makes a noise. And there's one also on the bed there with a green light. Mm-hmm. If you touch that, it will change colour. And it's just there to let me know that you are here. As I say, nothing will harm you.
So K2s and any form of magnetic field generation device, while they will pick up electromagnetic disturbances or some form of energy, it is stupidly easy to set them off. I can set off K2s by turning airplane mode on and off on my phone, and you can either develop your own code like I did, or you can get products that will turn it on and off on a delay. And I've sat there and seen a K2 go up to 5 bars, which is red, all the way red, by just having my Bluetooth off, or my airplane mode off, sorry. And then I had the code turn it back on, and then I had it turn it back off, and it spasmed again, and then I had it kind of flicker on and off for a while. And guess what? That thing was going absolutely crazy. So I assume by watching this video right now, we're about to actually see this thing go crazy.
It's a way of communicating. Now, I know no one's ever communicated with you before, not as far as...
Not that that's what these guys potentially have done. I know I haven't watched the video yet, but if that thing goes off, I'm just straight away not believing it, because there's so many factors, and me not actually being there, so many factors I can't validate.
So I'm hoping that you will talk with me. or communicate with me using these devices. So if you are here, could you please make some sort of noise, or maybe touch one of my devices? I can hear some sort of movement.
Of course you can.
It's not in here though, it sounds as if it's downstairs.
There we go. So
And I
Phil's
know it's
making
not
his way
Phil
up.
because he's not downstairs.
But he actually isn't. Yeah, he's coming up.
If you're downstairs, can you come up to this room, please?
Yeah. Phil's walking up. Someone's getting giddy in the bed. Squeaky, squeaky.
Can you make a loud noise? That way, I'll know it's you.
Hate that question. Can you make a loud noise? Like, comparative to what? Tell them to do something very specific.
I heard a voice.
Of course you did. God.
I hear a disembodied voice, a man's voice saying, "I'm fine," and it is captured on my digital recorder. Here is the audio enhanced. That way, I'll know it's you. I'll know it's you. I'll know it's you.
After hearing this ghostly voice call out, Jeff continued asking questions, and things only got weirder.
Who was it that opened the door in the attic last night, or shall I say early hours of the morning? Maybe you're worried to come down into this room or up into this room. If you want, you can stay upstairs in the attic. Can you make a noise upstairs for me, please?
No, that was me. Oh, piss off.
That was walking. There is someone upstairs.
Yeah, it's your mate, Phil. It's your mate
Hello?
because there's no camera on him and you're not showing us where he is right now.
Can
And
you
because we
come
don't
down
know
and
where
join
he
me,
is,
please?
he's done all of this noise and the voice and everything else. God, these videos, man, no one tries anymore. Yeah, where's your mate?
The haunting sound of footsteps came from directly above Jeff, immediately catching his attention. Phil then made his way to the stairs, where he set up his equipment and began asking questions. But besides a few tapping sounds, there didn't seem to be any activity. He decided to wrap up the session, and that's when things got interesting.
What?
Okay. Very strangely, I'm still being filmed. Now I've turned the lights on. But very strangely, I turned the lights on and as I went to do something, the lights turned themselves off.
Did they?
Which is pretty odd. It's not Jeff messing around. He's outside of the building. I'm in here on my own.
A few moments after hitting the light switch, the light strangely turned off. This caught Phil by surprise as he attempted to flip them back on, but the lights turning out wasn't the only thing that was caught. When the lights went out, a man's voice was captured telling Phil, "I'm Jack."
Jack the electrician? Hang on.
Jeff was
Hang on.
This caught Phil by surprise as he attempted to flip them back on, but the lights turning out wasn't the only thing that was caught. When the lights went out, a man's voice was captured telling Phil, "I'm Jack."
I don't care about the voice. This I don't like right now. Hang on. Let me get this right because I keep going back too far. This dude said, "I got up and I was concerned because the light went off." Well, mate, you started walking back before the light even started going off, and it goes off here. Why were you walking towards the light switch? When you turn the light on, why would you be walking back there? The light wasn't off yet. It went off the closer you got to it. Which tells me there's a second light switch down the other end, which is more than normal in houses, and your buddy in the other room who thinks you're not the one walking around making all those noises, turn the light off for you. Why are you walking towards the light switch when the light hasn't even gone
This
off
caught Phil by
yet?
surprise as he attempted to flip them back on, but the lights turning out wasn't the only thing that a man's voice was.
Why are you walking towards the light switch when it hasn't actually gone off yet? I don't care about Jack. That's a
This
dubbo.
unnerving voice sounds oddly similar
Your
to the
mate
one
here,
Jeff caught earlier.
he's
The
the one
guys
that
carried
did it.
out further
And
sessions
if it's
within
not
the
him,
property, but
it's another person on the team.
all activity seemed to fall silent. But
course they
considering
do.
they were the only two people inside of this house,
So they say.
the sounds of movement they heard, along with the voices they caught, remain a mystery.
Not really.
Number 4. Anyone that's been watching for a while knows that I don't like dolls. Their
Dolls are
creepy little
fine.
faces and lifeless eyes just give me the heebie-jeebies.
That's fair. But that's not a reason not to like them.
But a woman named Patty is the exact opposite. Patty runs the G-Team Paranormal Investigators
Go,
YouTube
Patty.
channel and has dedicated her life to investigating the paranormal for the last 9 years. Back in 2019, she received a few dolls from a friend who warned her ahead of time that there was a dark energy attached to them. With this warning in mind, she decided to keep them outside, away from her house. But Patty is no stranger to haunted objects, as she has a haunted doll of her own. One night, while accompanied by her daughter Heather and friend Clay, they decided to bring these dolls together and conduct an investigation. With a spirit box in hand, they decided to test their luck and see what responses would come through. But while asking questions, the box on the right with the small doll inside slowly began to move.
The Red Riding Hood began to glow. I don't understand what's going on here because this stick here that's been here the whole time has been moving it around. I don't understand.
Give you guys a chance to rebuild up your strength because I noticed that the responses become like weaker, you know. They use up a lot of their energy. I've been trying to pay attention to these dolls as we've been doing this to see if I see anything. I've been really focusing on the big one and those for some reason.
Why do I feel like, see where I'm sitting, I could probably see it better than you guys, but I feel like the doll on the far right wasn't quite that looking. It's
This
almost
one here?
Like in the red
This
dress.
one?
I feel. Don't you feel like it's kind of turned?
I thought I could see her face, and I can't now.
Yeah, it's.
Oh,
I
wait
don't
a
know.
minute.
And now that you said you were paying attention to the dolls, I see that. It looks like it's actually turned. I swore. I'll have to rewind this.
Yeah, because when she introduced him, I was looking at him and I saw the red one's face.
Really? Oh, I think you're right. I'm gonna have to go back and look at this footage and see.
Thank you. Go back and look at the footage.
So I can see it here, but I don't know.
So it's like maybe she's moved. See, I wasn't really paying much attention to her
I
either.
just noticed it when you were talking about the dolls. I started looking at them. I'm like, wait a minute, that doll right there is turned that way, like it's facing you now.
Oh my God! You know what? I think you're right, Heather. We got to go back and look at this footage because I think you're right.
Over the course of 11 minutes, the doll in the red cape slowly turned towards the right. Heather was the first to notice, and once she pointed this out, everyone realized what just happened. The group continued their session, but what happened next caught them all off guard.
I'm confused.
Okay, so that was pretty interesting. I really don't know what to make of these dolls. I know that they all are haunted dolls. I'm pretty much
Says you.
100% sure now that they are all haunted for sure. I mean, we already know that the big one is because we've seen her move in my office. All you have seen her do something. I'm not taking her with me when I move, so if any of you are interested in that doll, please let me know, because I don't want to keep her, but I'd like her to go to a good home. I mean, if there's somebody out there that's interested. I don't... Did that thing just move?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Apparently
Are you
it's been moving.
kidding me?
Her freaking face just moved towards you.
Oh my God, Heather.
Like that legitly just moved.
Oh
Did you
my
see
God.
that?
Yeah,
Clay, did you see that?
At first.
When you said you're not taking her with you, what
Oh my God.
was that?
I don't know. I just
I
heard
just
that.
heard a girl's voice.
Are you serious? That wasn't one of you?
No.
Oh my God. Oh my
Oh
God.
my
She
God.
really just f***ing move?
Her face.
What?
Oh, hell no.
What the hell, Mom?
Oh my God. Heather, I got the cold chills from the top of my head to
Yeah,
my
I have-
freaking toe. Oh my God.
Yeah, chills can happen when you scare each other. It's pretty easy to set up a little mechanical arm behind it and you just rotate the head really, really slowly as far as the kid's voice is concerned. If you all say and time mark when it happened and then play it back and then put it in post, and oh my God, okay. And these wind chimes, right, take your pick as to what kind of device, mechanical device set them off. I'm not convinced at all.
The doll in pink suddenly turned its head,
You're right.
going completely
Its head did
unnoticed
turn.
by the group. And as Patty was saying how she doesn't want to keep this doll, it eerily turned to face her. This unsettling movement sent everyone reeling back in shock at what they just witnessed. And moments later, a disembodied voice seemed to call out.
Yeah,
Clay, did you see that?
At first.
When you said you're not taking her with you, when you said you're not taking her with you, when you said you're not taking her with you,
Oh my God.
what was that?
But this activity wasn't done yet, as the chimes in the back began to sound, almost as if an unseen force collided with them. These unnerving events left them in disbelief. And but this activity wasn't done yet, as the chimes in the back began to sound, almost
What's
as
this?
if an unseen force.
What's this stick right here? What's this thing that's pushing in the back of here? Look at this. What is this? Someone back there with a freaking.
These unnerving events left them in disbelief. And what I believe is that doll would look a lot more comfortable in a fire pit. Number 5.
So what we have is a doll with a rotating head. Whoop-de-doo. We then have chimes that went off, and what looks like there's a stick behind it that pushed it. And then we have a quote-unquote disembodied voice that was put in through post. 0 out of 0, fellas.
Over on TikTok, a user that goes by Anisha24 posted a video back in December of something that sent a chill down her spine. According to Anisha, one night her son set up his phone to record and the phone was left untouched for some time. But later on, when he and his mom reviewed the footage, something unnerving stood out.
Is it bottom right, yeah? Ah, bullshit. No.
With a light
That's all-
flickering in the back, a sudden flash lit up the room, revealing this.
No,
What looks like
that's
the
crap.
unmistakable silhouette of a small child.
No, man, that's actually a fucking child. Look how very distinct it all is. What a load of crap.
Bottom right.
Guys said TikTok bullshit.
This small dark figure appears to be looking upward.
That's not a dark figure. That looks like a child. 5, maybe. I don't know. Very, very, very skinny. You can see its hairline. You can see the pants on it. Okay, it's actually been shrunken in. It's been air filtered to make it look really weird and thin and alien-y. No. No,
Clearly
it's all
see a
bullshit.
head, a torso, and legs. Whatever this mysterious
Like I said before, I've seen apparitions and you never actually see full body shit like that. You don't see those types of features. You don't. It's just not possible. It's not that's not possible. It doesn't happen. So, and I've never been proven that it can happen that way.
It was only visible for a split second. Anisha
Convenient.
has no clue who or what this could possibly be. And that makes two of us, because what the hell is that?
That's a really cool edit in Sony Vegas.
Make sure to follow me on Instagram to hear
See
more
ya.
from your boy.
He's all done.
As always, if you enjoy these creepy videos, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this.
Fair enough. Fearsome, thank you very much for the video. Appreciate it, mate. And everyone that watched, thank you all very much as well. I'll be back and I'll see you in the next one. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because I think that's someone else's actually video. No, look, I'll see you all in the next one. And yeah, until then, have a good one, fellas, ladies, gents, and germs. Bye.